This is the Night Wolf howling at you, and today we are going to be taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified Crimson Strike Team. This is, of course, one of the it was HasCon exclusive. It's still available, at least at the last time I checked. So if you like this set, run out and buy it now. Might as well. It's designed to look like a briefcase. There's the other side. But this is just a slip cover on the front, so we will pull that off. And it's very bloody. If you remember from the Chuckles box, looks like he was fighting with the Crimson Strike team to get Cobra info. And he won. No, I just noticed there's bullet holes in there too. So they went all out on the creation of this box, which is probably why it cost so much money. There is a magnetic flap. You open it up, you get to see a very angry Tomax, Xamot, and Baroness, as well as our friend Chuckles there, just walking away like he doesn't have a care in the world. On top of here, you have the file that he stole, apparently detailing information on the bats. And if you flip it the other way, it looks like a bunch of Cobra gold bullion. I guess let's flip it that way. Inside, we have Tomax, Xamot, and the Baroness all in their little spots. And their equipment seems to all be underneath them. And in theory, it should slide out. And in theory, it should slide out. Let's go ahead and... You know what? Let's just pull this whole thing out, shall we? Make life a little bit easier on us. The gimmicky stuff is kind of fun for display purposes, but sometimes as far as actually taking stuff out, not so much. We'll keep his stuff on the side there. Baroness has actually a really heavy packet. And another light one over here. Let's cut off the tabs because I don't feel like yanking them all. Oh Lord. We have almost freed the first of the Crimson Twins. Let's go ahead and free the Baroness. They got her in there extra here. Wonder why they decided they needed to bind her thighs down. Oh my god, they've got one on her waist too. This entire thing is falling apart before my eyes. Got the Baroness out of there. I guess since he's already falling out. And we unfortunately dropped one of our elite guards here. Look at all the plastic tabby things all over the place. Okay. I think I will save the Baroness for last. And now this is the part where I admit I can't remember which one is Tomax and which one is Xamot. Oh, I feel awful. The scar actually is much darker though on this one than they did on the initial release. But otherwise, oh, the skin tone's different too. Overall, the color, it's a different color. It's more like elite costuming, I guess. Not really sure what the explanation is for the change in garb coloring. But overall, the twins basically are the same. Just, we got the black instead of the red here. We've turned the blue to red, still using the silver for the Cobra. However, we do have gold extras. Now I'm kind of wondering, I wonder why they didn't just go ahead and do the rest of him in gold instead, That might have looked kind of cool if you just went with gold color all over. Same for the other twin. Pretty much the same thing. Slightly different skin tone, but they just swapped out the same set of colors. Well, let's open up our box of goodies for them. I don't know if they're supposed to come with different items or additional items. Ah. Alrighty then. So they do come with the same weapons, but they are cast in gold. And they have a painted red tip for the suppressor. That looks pretty spiffy. The knives that they get, same knife, but again, we have a gold handle instead of the black handle. In a spiffy move, they did give us a base, interestingly enough. Or maybe this might be a bit more detrimental though. It looks like it is cast in a clear plastic and they just painted over it in the gold color. They have Crimson Strike Tomax on the front of this one. So I guess this is Tomax because I don't think I mixed up the packages. The only issue I can see with this though being is if this is painted over, once you start putting the feet in there, the paint's probably going to start to rub off. So you probably aren't going to want to do a lot of back and forth on that. But I'm glad they gave us the stand because I like my stands. So if that's Tomax, then we got Xamot right here. And I still think their parents were kind of cruel with those naming. Hey, look, we have twins. Let's go ahead and name them with opposite names. If they had girls, I wonder if they would have gone with Anna and Anna. Much like Xamot earlier, he comes with the same gear, golden gun, suppressor with a red painted barrel. Two knives that fit into the different sheaths. And we will put him on his gold painted stand. Ugh. Now we get to the Baroness. This is the one that I've been the most excited for. So, oh, um, she has improved articulation to start with, as they gave her the double jointed elbows finally. She's got a different head sculpt and different hair sculpt here. Her body appears to be the same body. Her boots are the same, it looks like. But her arms, of course, are different because of the double jointing. And she actually has a bicep swivel too this time. So she's got the butterfly joint, the up and down, though it's very stiff. Spin it around, bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, spin the arm. We have the up and down articulation on the hand, though that barely moves. She's got the nose picking finger. We've got the torso articulation here with the ball joint up under the boobs. We, of course, have the waist articulation with a ball joint there. We have the drop down hips, so you got a little bit added to work with. We can spin, spin, spin at the thigh. Double jointed knees. A little bit of spinny at the ankle and a hinge that is very tight. Now, let's take a look at our Baroness figure from the Cobra Island set. Head sculpts are different. She's got a better skin tone there. I will take her glasses off. Oh man, I can't get the glasses off. Guess we'll leave them on. Okay. Um, she's got a different hairdo. She's got the more spread out hair like the classic G1 or vintage, I should say. Same body, as I mentioned before. Same body, same belt. The arms are different. On her bracers, you've got a giant Cobra symbol there instead of the smaller one. And of course, we have the additional articulation. They also don't have the same kind of texture detailing in the arms. She also doesn't come with the shoulder pauldrons like the previous one did. Actually, oh yeah, okay, yeah, the thighs are the same, the legs are the same. Huh. You know, I just noticed something. Oh, maybe. I could have sworn. Like, okay, there's more butt detailing in the men than there are in the women. Just pointing that out on most of them. Who was it? There's one figure that I think Flint was the one where I did a picture of his butt because it was just so like the crack was just so well defined. Anyway, so as far as this goes, new arms, new head, new hair, and new paint job. Now I have seen like some of the official unboxing stuff, so I do know that she comes with a lot of extra stuff. You got all sorts of extra stuff. All right, we've got her Crimson Strike Team Baroness stand. She comes with a pair of Uzis and a pair of suppressors for those Uzis. In this case, the suppressors are cast in the red plastic this time instead of the gold and then painted red like with the twins. Booyah! She's got that same goofy ass snake weapon as the Cobra Island version, only this one's painted a lot differently, and I think the paint job looks better. However, it's still a goofy looking weapon, but it's also got a um, thinner, more flexible plastic, so it'll be easier to put on her arm than the previous ones. And seriously, man, her finger just sticks so far out compared to all the other ones. But we've got her standard. Had a bit of a mishap here there where I ran out of space on the phone. So that's not good. But I cleared up some stuff and let's see how much I can get done and hopefully it won't die again. So she comes with the standard Cobra pistol, but this time they've added the tips to it so you can put the suppressors on those if you want. They look better on the Uzis myself, personally. She also comes with different heads. So, and a couple different hairdos. Also, a couple of knives, which kind of wicked looking, but we don't really have a place on her to put them. Her pistols, of course, can go back there. Hair comes off. Now, the inside of the hair is designed to hold for the glasses to be on there, so let's see how that works. Oh, but first and foremost, we've actually got two different pairs of glasses for her. And actually, these are new compared to the previous ones. We've got the classic round ones like Harry Potter, but more importantly, like she wore back in the 80s. And then we've got these kind of like yellowed frame ones. Kind of too bad they didn't give us another set like these, though, you know, the more cat's eye ones. So we got two different hairstyles, one that's kind of windswept and one that's just kind of laying there. Booyah. Just out of curiosity, I wonder if we can swap out Lady J's hair with her. If they... No, that doesn't even begin to fit. How about Zorana? Nope, that doesn't even begin to fit either. Well, that's a shame. Hasbro, do better. I wonder, are we supposed to put the glasses on before we put the hair on? So let's try putting her classic round glasses. Again, they are clear so that you can see her eyes. No, I guess that's not going to work that way. Give her her hair. And then we will try to slide. I am so afraid of breaking these glasses right now. There we go. Don't know if they're quite in place yet, but there we go with the round glasses. Looking pretty good. But, like I said, she's got two additional heads here. Definitely more highly made up, and she's like biting her lip. Don't know if that means that she's in a happy place or an angry place. She's also got this weird mask and like guessing that this stuff is supposed to be um for hearing. For hearing. You know, like Bluetooth for whatever. Uh no, I guess glasses won't work with that one. So we can swap out heads here. Here we have her in that masked head that looks kind of nasty. And the teeth, that's pretty good. Because the bit with the teeth there is separate. They're not actually molded into her. It actually looks like the mask might be glued onto the face in this case. I'm also guessing that if you tried to take the mask off, it's not going to look very pretty underneath there, so I wouldn't suggest it. Her other head, the biting one, has definitely a lot of the red eyeshadow and stuff, definitely going into the crimson aspect. Let's see about. Sadly, the yellow glasses do not actually let you see through very well, so all the paintwork that they did is kind of lost. I think I'm going to go with the round glasses. You know, they fit fine before you put the hair on. There we go. I actually think this may end up being my display look right here for her. With the little like biting her tongue and the bright red eye makeup. Because I definitely like the bright red eye makeup compared to the more muted color here. Question is, which hairdo do I want this with? Of course, with the removal of the hairdo, the glasses come off, and you're going to have to worry about breaking them again. Of course, you could also just skip the glasses altogether. Shit. Yeah, I can't even get her glasses on now. Alrighty. Okay, so I guess if we pull the hair away. There we go. I think this is going to be my definitive Crimson Baroness look right there. And of course, my girl is going to be holding on to them Uzis. Kind of glad the magazine doesn't come out on these ones. Though her fingers are way, way too long. Seriously, when I said they were nose picking, they definitely look like they're designed for picking a nose more than holding the triggers on these things. And the suppressor fell off. So there you go. I might have spent a little bit more time, but I don't have any idea exactly how much memory is being used up as I finish filming this. But here we have our Crimson Strike Force along with our Crimson Guard behind them. The Bats, the Alley Vipers, the Vipers, and the Elite Guards. I really hope I can fit them on the display this way, to be perfectly honest, because this does look pretty nice. Anyway, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace and love. Just as an additional side note here, in case you were wondering, the new head ball joint is smaller than the original ones. Shock, I'm sure. G.I. Joe classified figureheads with ball joints that are different sizes again? Say it ain't so. That's too bad, because honestly, you can still get the retro card back, Baroness, so you can use these extra heads with that if you actually had that, if you could actually do that. So, good going, Hasbro. Once again, you turn out to be kind of a disappointment in the way you do the heads. Anyway, peace and love.